All right, let's get cracking. So guys, today I'm going to be talking about disrupting finance and investing using blockchain and AI and unlocking those opportunities. Just by a show of hands, because I do kind of tailor this on as I go, who's new or early to crypto investing? Anyone kind of new or early to crypto investing? Okay, there's actually a stack of you. And who's more advanced crypto investors? Okay, cool. So it's nearly 50-50, so all good. So everything I cover today, obviously not financial advice and educational purposes only, right? I know everyone understands that. So let's get cracking. So blockchain technology is one of the most important technology creations of our generation. The problem is that most people don't really understand its potential and the impact it's going to have, which it's already started doing. I'm also going to touch a little bit on artificial intelligence and some of the exciting advancements that are going to shape the future of investing and wealth creation using both of these technologies. So a little bit about me. I'm an investor, tech entrepreneur, and a blockchain strategist. I've had 2 technology company exits, both in the software automation space. I'm currently involved in 8 technology companies as an investor, owner, or an advisor. Been investing in trading since 2013. More than 20x my digital asset portfolio since 2017. And my main role is the founder and CEO of Breakout Solutions, which you'll hear a little bit about today. So I'm going to kind of start more fundamentally and then build up. So just bear with me if you are a more advanced investor. So what is blockchain technology? So it's essentially a way to transfer value from one person to another without requiring a central party, a central bank, or other type of intermediary. It's the same way that if I can come up to you in real life and give you cash for a transaction, we can do that without a broker or anyone brokering that transaction. And just think of it as like one big Excel database where you can see all the transactions that have ever been created, so it's transparent and no one can cheat it. And the best way to explain it is just to go through really briefly how Bitcoin works. So if I'm sending Bitcoin from myself to you, that transfer is initiated. It goes through what's known as a decentralized network, not any kind of central platform. That transaction is broadcasted to a whole bunch of computers on the network called miners. They're racing to solve a cryptographic equation. Whoever does that first gets to write the block of transactions onto the end of the previous block. Let me just do that again. And that's what creates the chain of blocks, basically. Then that transaction is verified by everyone else on the network very quickly and instantly. And that whole process runs every 10 minutes without fail. Doesn't matter what's happening in the world. Doesn't matter who the US president is or what wars are going on. It happens without fail. So that's a really cool benefit of the Bitcoin network. So blockchain is disrupting just about every industry. So in entertainment, it's disrupting digital rights, gaming, art, and collectibles. In digital currency, it's disrupting e-commerce, global payments, remittances, lending, borrowing, and microfinance. In record keeping, it's disrupting healthcare, title records, ownership, voting, and IP. And in securities, it's disrupting equity, private markets, debt, crowdfunding, and derivatives. Basically, any transaction that has any form of a middleman is going to be disrupted by blockchain technology. It's only a matter of time. So let's just briefly go through 6 examples of how blockchain technology is disrupting finance and investing. So I'm sure most of you have heard of decentralized finance, basically just the finance ecosystem without relying on any central intermediaries or banks. I'll come back to this in a minute. You then have cross-border payments. So blockchain simplifies international payments by removing intermediaries and reducing the transaction time from days to minutes, which is cutting costs and time savings for a lot of institutions and whatnot. Digital currencies and stablecoins. So obviously you guys know about Bitcoin, all-time high. Yes, thanks Trump. And so that and stablecoin offers alternatives to fiat currency, right? So you don't just have to use Australian dollars, US dollars, or whatever. You can now use these digital currencies. And it's especially important for areas that are unbanked, like third world countries and that don't have access to bank accounts. You then have smart contract platforms, so blockchain-based smart contracts automate financial transactions, okay, based on preset conditions. So this increases efficiency, speed of settlement, and reduces errors in areas like insurance, lending, derivatives, trading, etc. Enhancing fraud protection. So the immutability of blockchain, which just means once a transaction's written, it can't be changed, enhances security in financial transactions, reducing fraud and ensuring data integrity across payment systems and banking services. Last but not least, tokenization and fractionalized ownership. So blockchain enables fractionalized ownership, typically of real-world assets or RWAs, like real estate, precious metals, etc., through this technology called tokenization, making them accessible to more investors and improving liquidity. So it's a lot easier to get in and out of your investments with tokenization. So so on DeFi, let's go a little bit into that. So again, it's just a whole financial ecosystem that doesn't rely on any central bank or authority. And so it allows you to engage in a whole range of activities quickly, easily, and without having to rely on anyone else, essentially. Some of the benefits real quickly on that: transparency and security. So as I mentioned, every transaction is recorded and open to verification, so it can't be cheated. decentralization and control, so there's no kind of one person that controls everything, and that's shifting a lot of the power away from the institutions to us as individual investors, giving us more control and flexibility over our money. Immutability, I mentioned, that just means transactions once recorded can't be changed, and ease of access. As long as you have a device and an internet connection, you can partake in decentralized finance. And with DeFi, you can create multiple passive income streams with little capital and no effort. So this is something we teach our members at Breakout Solutions on how to create multiple passive income streams with lending, staking, yield farming, automated trading. I'll touch on one of these a little bit more in a second. So really merging blockchain and artificial intelligence is where the real opportunities are, and those opportunities are really endless and exciting. And one of the areas that I know I'm most excited about, I'm sure many of you here are, is tokenization. So every asset, whether it's physical or digital, but it's more common with physical assets, will be tokenized and on a blockchain. It's only a matter of time. So stocks and bonds will end up there. Precious metals like gold and silver are already there. Real estate, I'll give a case study on that shortly. That's there as well, just to name a few. And combining tokenization, blockchain, and AI, this is where the intersection of these technologies is really exciting. And it provides the possibility for what I call the ultimate asset management assistant. And so to expand a little bit on why I'm so excited about it, the ability to be able to switch between asset classes pretty much instantly and at no cost is really like a fundamental change in how everything works. And at Breakout Solutions, we've started working on a product already that's going to automate this, and we plan to include AI into that in the future. So, for example, imagine having your portfolio automatically managed for you so that you'll actually rebalance from, stocks to gold, or gold to real estate, or real estate to crypto, back to AUD, automatically to optimize your capital and your yield, right? This is the technology that's coming, and it's something that we're actually working on ourselves. So I just want to introduce Breakout Solutions here. So we're bridging blockchain, AI, and wealth creation. And we help individuals, families, and business owners leverage blockchain technology to create more profit, wealth, and freedom. And what differentiates us from other educators in the space is that we actually create automated investment solutions, okay? So you can benefit from what is the fastest growing asset class of all time without needing a lot of time and without needing a lot of technical know-how. And so far, we've helped over 1,000 people create their digital path to financial freedom, all in less than 4 years, and we're just getting started. In fact, our mission is to help 1 million people unplug from what we call the financial matrix and achieve financial independence by the year 2032. And there is a personal mission to that story. A few years ago, went through a really, really challenging time in my life where I nearly lost all my businesses at the time and almost my life at one point. And I came out of that thinking, I've got to get more out of my life. I can't just be building businesses. I've got to be building businesses for impact. And it took me a while to realize it, but it was right under my nose. Crypto can be used as a vehicle for empowering others financially. And that's where Breakout Solutions was founded in 2020. So let's kind of tie this all together, this ultimate AI wealth creation tool. So this is a bit of a sneak peek of something that we're working on at the moment. So imagine being able to define for you and your family where you are financially now and what you need to improve on, and we have a questionnaire for that. Your needs, desires, and targets. So what actually is financial freedom to you? What does that mean? What does that number look like? We have a calculator for that. Then the gap analysis. So where are you now and where you want to get to, and what does that look like? And then understanding your risk profile, which is really, really important as an investor. We have a quiz for that, but you typically should get that from your financial advisor. And then factoring in your desired timelines, your starting capital, and your ongoing capital. And have the AI assistant actually tailor a wealth creation plan specifically for you and all of that criteria to try and hit your goals. But not only tailor a plan, but actually manage your portfolio for you and leverage a whole bunch of different capital and yield strategies to help you get there. So strategies such as mirrored portfolios, I'll touch on in a sec. Fractionalized real estate, I'm going to give you a case study on that, as well as automated trading. Bitcoin mining is something we've tokenized as well. Precious metals, stock indices, and other strategies. So not only will the AI be able to tailor a plan for you, but actually manage your portfolio, flick between all these different asset classes to optimize your capital and your yield strategies. So effectively have an AI bot that's actually creating wealth for you. Who likes the idea of having an AI bot that's just going to create wealth for you? I mean, there's one for everything else these days, so why not have it for creating wealth? So that's something that we are very passionate about and working on at the moment. So just going to flick through a couple case studies now of how we're actually, I think we're disrupting finance and investing right now with strategies that we have. So the first one's a tokenized portfolio. So just a little story about this. So in the 2017 bull market, I was fortunate enough to turn about 15K into 500K US in about 4 months. And like, if anyone's experienced rapid growth in your portfolio, you know the feelings of greed and euphoria that come in. You never take enough profits, and then you lose a bunch of money, and you learn from that. So I went through that same journey in 17, 18, and in 2020, I was able to maintain a 20x on my portfolio by learning from those lessons. But when I founded Breakout Solutions, our members were struggling from the same problems. They were executing trades, making money, getting caught up in the greed, euphoria, not taking profits. So I saw this happen over and over again, and it made me realize that I have to use my skills and experience as a software developer and an automation expert to actually help people leverage this asset class and not have to go through the same pain that I did, losing multiple six figures in 17, 18. So a couple of these strategies are relating to that desire and that approach. The first one is a tokenized portfolio. So the requirements for this one was to take vetted coins and tokens, place them in a portfolio, trade that based on micro and macro market cycles. Depositors then basically own a piece of that portfolio. They then share in the capital growth of the portfolio. They can buy in or exit at any time and not disrupt the portfolio. And it had to be as easy as possible to set up and be completely automated, which is the philosophy that we take to all of our strategies. So what did we came up with? We came up with something called the mirrored portfolio. So we found and helped evolve a piece of portfolio technology. Allows the user to deposit assets at any stage once you're whitelisted. Depositors are given a portfolio token, and that represents ownership, fully decentralized, so there's no counterparty risk, which means there's no platform to go and steal your money from you. It's all smart contract based. Depositors benefit from the growth in the capital portfolio, easily track results on the web or phone, and can easily exit at any stage to realize profits. So on that particular tokenized portfolio, the results that we're able to achieve, basically about 18 months in the bear market, was a 78% return. And I don't have an updated chart at the moment, but the last 3 weeks, thanks to Trump, it's up about 25% in a month. So, and I'm sure everyone's experiencing some growth in their portfolios at the moment, which is pretty cool. What I want to do is just go back to the previous bull market where we actually launched the full version of this portfolio and just show you what we're able to do there. So a $5,000 investment at its peak turned into around 63K. So it's about a 13x on the portfolio. Now there was a big pullback in 2021, and then but even then it was still up about 6x at that period of time. We then moved to a piece of portfolio technology that we use today, and this is a chart here. The green line is the performance of our mirrored portfolio. The orange is Bitcoin. So what I'm going to do is just drill down into this period here, because that's where we're able to outperform Bitcoin quite significantly. And it was actually kind of the second peak of the 2021 bull market, if anyone remembers the double peak. So this is a chart of Bitcoin here and some of our decisions overlaid on top. So the mirrored portfolio started here, straight away started taking profits here, took some more profits here, the market pulled back, we reinvested a bit more, reinvested everything back in. And then we had this peak of the second part of the bull market. So things went pretty ballistic. Bitcoin went up a lot, so we took profits there. Our gaming coins went like 5 or 10x, if anyone remembers, November 2021. Then we took some more profits, took some here. We had this big capitulation week. We thought, oh, this is probably a local low. We'll invest a bunch in and it'll probably take off again, and it didn't. So we started taking more profits, reinvest, profit, etc. And then we hit this period here where we're like, we better take a whole bunch of profit. So we took 50% profit there, which is a good choice because Bitcoin didn't get above 35K for another 18 months or so. So what does all this mean? Well, since we restarted the portfolio, Bitcoin was actually down 31% in this period, and our mirrored portfolio was up 47.5%. So it just shows you that's like an 80% difference. So the power of being in a strategy like this, as opposed to just buying and holding Bitcoin. Case study number 2 is tokenized real estate. So when I got into crypto in 2017, I mean, I always had my money tied up on businesses. So I never was able to get into property. I didn't have $100,000 lying around. So I thought I'll just do it through blockchain. But wasn't quite sure how we're going to do it. Wasn't quite sure if we found the right partner. So it took a while, but we have found the right partner now. So this is the case study for that project. So our partner wanted to establish a 6-figure property portfolio, allow others to invest and own a piece of that portfolio, be able to take the net profits from the rental yield and distribute that to the token holders, allow them to leverage that to compound their returns, be able to start with as little as $1,000, which is pretty cool. Had to be fully licensed and regulated. And so the solution that we came up with is, and our partner's actually finalizing on a $150 million settlement at the moment to launch this. It's a 2-token solution, so there's a governance token and a staking rewards token. And the rewards token can be used to then acquire property tokens, just bear with me here. And the property token owners will share in the rental yield, okay? So it's a way to get yields from property, basically. They can then compound that rental yield back into property tokens. They're targeting a 12% annual return, so 8% from rental yield, 4% from capital growth. It's a 99% automated solution, and the partner is fully licensed and regulated here in Australia. One of the things I love about this solution is the ability to have a diversified real estate portfolio starting with as little as $1,000. So it's a great way to get people into real estate without having to take on a lot of risk initially, which is why I love it quite a lot. And just allows a wider range of investors to get invested without needing a heap of money to start. So I believe actually the portfolio has launched. So this is a projected table from our partner on this. So these aren't real results, just so you know. This is what's projected. So this will basically show what a $10,000 investment can do staked at 50% APY. So that's annual percentage yield. And that 50% APY is only exclusive. I'm not sure we're the only one, but to special partners, so because we work with them. So the norm is 30% APY. So if you are interested in this strategy, you want to come and chat to us. So this is what it looks like compounded over 5 years when you take the rewards token and you reinvest it back into the property fund. So year one, $10,000 staked, $5,000 in rewards tokens, redeemed back into the fund. So the number on the right shows you the total with the yield added, so 15,600. So year two, 10,000 staked, you get the same 5,000 tokens plus 5,600 from year one, compounded in, and I'll just skip forward to year five. And if you have a look down there in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see that, again, this is theoretical, so it never always goes exactly to plan, but it shows you how you could get a 4.6x on your investment. Now, I know we're in a raging bull market and people probably did that this month, but it's all about diversification, right? So this is backed by property, so there's not going to be any kind of rug pulls or any Elon Musk tweeting something and having something crash overnight. So this could be an important thing to have in your portfolio. Case study number 3, last but certainly not least, in fact, the one I'm most excited about at the moment. This one here, look, being in this space and having the mirrored portfolios and whatnot, having people sit around for 2 years in a bear market waiting to make money is quite frustrating for everyone, including us as an education provider. So we're always looking for the right kind of partner for this solution, and we've tried so many of these, and thankfully now we've found what I believe is the right partner, and you'll see some of the results in a minute. So this was the AI trading bots. The requirements here was to be able to make money from the volatility of the crypto market without withholding a non-volatile asset, right? So if the market crashes overnight, we don't want to lose money on our collateral. In fact, we want to make money on the way down as well. That was one of the key things here. Be able to access profits monthly, set and forget, must be 99% automated, has to be able to generate above market returns, otherwise you go and put your capital somewhere else. And the key thing was being able to allow the depositor to choose how much of that to take as passive income and how much to actually compound, right? To have that flexibility in there. So the solution we have here, we've partnered with a trading and development company out of Dubai, so they're licensed and regulated there with Australian co-founder and CEO. Your collateral's in USDT, so it won't lose value to any market crashes, as long as the peg is maintained for those more advanced people around us, but they're a pretty solid company now. It's been trained with 7 years of market data, so the AI actually makes all the decisions, makes money trading in both directions. In fact, it has a really advanced trade management strategy, which means it's pretty much had nearly no losing trades in the last 18 months it's been trading. It's very, very sophisticated. And an important thing for this product was to make sure that custody of funds is not given up. So the partner has no direct access to funds. It's all done via API. So there's no chance of anything like a rug pull or anything like that. So I actually updated these results this morning. Thanks to, I forgot the guy's name at AV for getting this presentation in, because it didn't have these results in there until he updated it for me. So last 12 months, so we tracked 5 trading accounts across 12 months. Highest profitable month was 23.6% return. So that's a month, not a year. That was an outlier though. So the average range of returns was roughly 5.9 to 11.8%, again, per month. The bot's actually up 17% this month. Thank you to Trump and Musk again. Overall monthly return, 8.9%, pretty solid. And if we have a look over the 12 months, 106.7% return. And we verified this with our own trading. We've been using the bot for 7 months now. So the chart on the right there just shows you blue line, the monthly returns, and the red line being the cumulative. So you can see the 106% over the year there. So just to finish off, I'd like to invite anyone to our event next week. It's called How to Profit from this Bull Market and Build a Portfolio you can live off in 2 to 4 years without a lot of time or technical know-how. It's really perfect if you are one of those people who are new or earlier to crypto. This would be the perfect event for you. If you are a little bit more advanced, probably come and have a chat to us at Stand 12 and we can take you through some of the more advanced stuff like the bot. But this particular event is to educate and empower you to grow your wealth, but also protect you from overreaching banks and governments guide you through the uncertain economy and what we believe is a failing global financial system, and build a portfolio that will grow over time and create enough passive income for you to hopefully to live off in the next 2 to 4 years. So if you're interested in how to automate leveraging the fastest growing asset class of all time, come and have a chat to us or scan the code. Also, we're doing a couple of giveaways at Stand 12. I think we're giving away $1,000 to go into the AI bot, 1,000 AUD, and also I think we're giving away a $5,000 membership. So come and have a chat to us there, spin the wheel and go into the draw for that. Bang on 20 minutes on the dot, so I will open up for any questions. Yeah. Behind you.
Okay, great presentation, Michael. Just wondering, with the last 3 strategies that you mentioned, are they case studies? Are they available for people to invest in?
Okay, I think it was a question, are the strategies available for people? Yeah, so the case study strategies, short answer, yes. So the mirrored portfolio and the AI trading bot are active strategies. The real estate strategy is probably ready for relaunch now because they've just launched. So we just had that on hold for a little bit. They went through some license challenges and stuff with AusTrack. Anyone who's been in the space knows that's a bit challenging. So all 3 of them are ready pretty soon, but definitely those 2 are ready right now, yeah.
Great. Can I ask one more question? Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm just...
Yeah, just with the AI bot looks great, but in the bull market, you're not just better to buy BTC or go into your mirrored portfolios?
Okay, so the question was, in a bull market, just being Bitcoin or mirrored portfolio, why would you go into the bot? Yeah, look, that's a good question. We've designed those strategies so they work together, right? So a Bitcoin or a mirrored portfolio strategy is long only. So if you're managing your own portfolio, you know when to sell and stuff like that, you can do all right. But I've seen it time and time again that people don't do that well, right? And I know because I got caught in at 718 where you just write it up and you think it's going to go forever and you don't take profits and then you end up losing them. So definitely need to have some Bitcoin. But with a long-only strategy, of course, when the market drops, whether it's as a retracement or you hit the top of the bull market, you can't make any money, right? Unless you know how to short the market, which is a very advanced strategy, and you can wipe yourself out. You can't do it. So the AI trading bot is designed to be complementary to that. So if the market still goes up, it's making money on the way up, and if the market drops, it's making money on the way down. So that will offset any losses in your capital growth portfolio. So your Bitcoin might be down, but your AI bot is making money on the way down, right? And then at some point in time, we're going to hit a top in the cycle. I mean, we don't know exactly how it's going to play out this time, but when it does, then you want to be in something that can make money on the way down. The other challenge I see with people as well, and I had this challenge as well, is where do you put your money? Let's say you 10x your capital, where do you put it? Are you going to take it out and spend on something else? When Bitcoin traditionally breaks the all-time high, that's the time to be scaling out. Where most people get caught, like I did in 1718, is just keep compounding back in. Let's flip it into this, flip it into this, flip it into this. All of a sudden, you're caught holding the bags and you lose all your profits. So having a strategy where you can move your profits to, like your USDT, and know that it's going to make money for you, because you don't want to leave your money in US dollars longer term because you're losing pace to inflation. But having it stored somewhere where it can actually make money for you and generate a yield, that's why I think it's really, really powerful to use with the mirrored portfolio or Bitcoin as well. Yeah, thanks for the questions. Got one here. Oh, okay, sorry.
Hi, my name is Ilya. I'm from York Street Capital, Melbourne. Great presentation, very informative. I'd like to find out how does the clients access the data? So basically, do you have like a display of the investment, the performance tracking, et cetera, et cetera? How does it happen? And the second question is, what's your fee structure?
Yeah, cool. Dalton's business partner. Yeah. I haven't met you yet, we should talk. Okay, so how to access, so there's different strategies here, yeah? So the mirrored portfolio uses a reputable platform that's been around for about 7 years, and so everyone controls their funds at all time in that strategy. So it's got a dashboard, it shows the performance, everything's in there. We have a membership model, primarily, so we start at a $5,000 membership and they go up from there. And some of the strategies have a 10% performance fee. It just depends on what it is. In the mirrored portfolio, it's all baked into the platform, so it does it all automatically. With the AI trading bot, it's a little bit more complicated, the way the back-end technology works. So we've actually wrapped it in one of our smart contract platforms. So you can't actually see the trades happening in real time. The infrastructure is managed on the back end, but we do want to build some front-end visual displays for it. But we're literally, I think we're closing deposits for the first vault on Monday. So we're still quite early on in terms of offering it to our members. I mean, we've been using it for 7 months. So it's not, you can't see a lot of stuff in that case. The fees for that are all built into the actual results. So the results I showed on the page there already have the platform fee and everything built in. Yeah. Does that, yeah, cool. Thanks. Good question. Yep.
Yeah,
Last
hi.
question, I think.
Yeah, so just with your AI chat, with your AI,
Bit closer
sorry,
to-
just
yeah.
with your AI bot, I noticed that so December 2021, it was buying effectively what looked like dips. Whereas by that stage in my mind, we'd already clearly established that every 4 years, December to December, it's going down.
Yeah. So let me just clarify, because that might have not come across in the right way. The AI bot wasn't trading December 21. That was the mirrored portfolio. So then, so the AI bot's only been trading the last 12 months.
Right.
So what you saw with it going down, that was a long-only strategy. So we were in a long-only strategy, but we'd already moved to about 50 or 60% stablecoin, right? So as the market topped in November 21 and went down, we'd already started scaling out to stablecoin to lock in those profits. So our mirrored portfolio was only down, I think maybe 35, 40% during the bear market. Whereas if you left your funds in Bitcoin and altcoins, you're probably down 80, 90, 95% at some stage. With the AI bot now that it's live, when the market starts dropping, it's going to be running a short. So it'll be making money on the way down. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Yeah. I think the time's up. So thanks everyone. Please come have a chat to us. Stand 12.